Anastasia here at the Mozilla headquarters in London for the 7th annual Girl Geeks Dinner London. It's all about women and tech, and tonight we're going to hear from Kate Russell, presenter for BBC Click and all-round tech superstar. Better than a man.
Today, this very day, Sarah Lamb started London Girl Geek Dinners.
I'm Judith Lewis, and I'm the coordinator for London Girl Geek Dinners, and we're here tonight because we are turning 7 years old.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
You're looking amazing for 7 years old. Very advanced.
Thank you. Well, you know, geek girls, we develop faster.
Nice. The intelligence comes quickly.
Of course.
You think this could be a man? Really? You've got some good guns.
That's kickboxing.
Oh my God. We're here at the 7th anniversary of Girl Geeks Dinner with Kate Russell, who has just given us a very good speech. Welcome.
Thank you. Less than 20% of the UK tech industry, people working, are women. And when you break that down to coders, you go to 6 or 7%. When you look at the gaming market as well, you know, the figures now are approaching 50-50 in terms of games players. So, you know, and
it needs to be reflected in the people building the technology.
Absolutely. Was it Assassin's Creed? There were some really Gears of War.
Gory stuff written by women. We like to kill people. We have aggression and PMS.
Exactly.
Tell me what you do.
I work in metadata for BBC Worldwide, and I also do a lot of academic work in games.
I'm a programmer at Mozilla, which is where we are. I build business management software that helps people understand what's going on in our local business. So.
Obviously, a room full of women, and you're a woman in tech, very, very engrossed in tech. Yep. You've just written a book. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's just really a collection of all of the information, tips. It's like websites. There's probably about 30 different websites and apps in every chapter, and there's 10 chapters. But then added into that are all the little sort of tips on how to use them and, you know, kind of random things that I've picked up in my travels. So I'm hoping it'll be a good read as well.
We'll definitely all have to keep a watch out for it. So it's going to be out in March, is it?
Yeah, March. It's called Working the Cloud.
Any women out there, you know, girls in school, women thinking I want to change of career, what advice would you give them? Why would you say quit your job, learn how to code, or even if it's not coding, get into the technology industry?
If you're studying or you want to change career or whatever, if you train in a technical career where there aren't that many women and there's a lot of pressure on from government to redress the workforce balance, what do you think it's going to do to your chances of...
Positive quota situation.
Exactly. You know, apart from all the amazing cool things that you can do with technology in your job, I mean, look, they just landed a fucking robot on Mars. Sorry, I'm not supposed to swear, I work for the BBC.
That's fine.
There's amazing things that you can do in a career in technology, and as a woman, for a limited amount of time until that balance is redressed, it is going to work in your favour.
Everybody loves a bit of positive discrimination. We burn our bras for this shit. That's a very terrible idea. Yes, it's dangerous. We wouldn't suggest doing it.
Health and safety. Yeah. And let's face it, a really good bra,
better than a man. Better than a man.
If you've ever sort of wondered where you can get an intelligent conversation with people that still can sometimes include bras and makeup and whatnot, come to a Girl Geek Dinners.
It's breasts and a really good bum. That's the advice we've got here.
And a brain too.
Thank you very much for your time, and good luck with your book. We will definitely be watching out for it.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Okay, my name's Carrie-Anne Philbin. I'm a secondary school ICT teacher. I'm in charge of Key Stage 3 teaching, and this year I became a Google certified teacher.
Amazing. So, you know, you're in the education industry. How do you find, you know, women or girls, I guess, wanting to get involved with tech and take IT and maths and all the other kind of subjects that are relevant to this industry?
Okay, so when they come to me in year 7, so when they're about age 11, 12, you know, they're really keen. They're really interested in IT. They love being creative with IT. And even in years 8 and 9, they still are. But what happens in year 9 is they get to choose options. Yeah. And at that point they kind of go, well, I want to do art, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. And they take those kinds of subjects without realising what the world of work is like. I've got a year 10 class of 27, and 4 of those are girls. So I think personally that it's an issue that girls can't see what they could do after school with IT. So they don't take it as an option. You could do so many things in IT, and having a community like this having that access to women and giving that access to students is a big deal, and that's what I'm trying to do.
How do you think the government can kind of help in terms of getting people when they're young, getting women, girls when they're young, to be involved with IT and be interested in it?
I think they need to give teachers more direct control over what we teach. Rather than giving us a curriculum, let us do what we want to do. It's about personalising the learning for the kids who teach. So if I've got a class that's mainly boys, obviously I'm going to teach towards the boys. If every teacher has their own control over personalising the learning, kids who are in poor boroughs will have access to things that are going to get them excited, whereas kids who are in, public education, who have probably got more money, their teachers should be teaching towards them. When I came up with the idea of what I'm working on, which is called Geek Girl Diaries, was that I would have inspirational women working in IT and getting that across to teenagers in a way that they would understand. And tonight I literally put my hand up, said this is what I'm doing, and I've had at least 5-6 women come up to me and say, yeah, I'm really interested, I'm really keen to be involved. I mean, it's said that in this country we actually import our programmers, which is crazy, right? Because
there's so much talent here.
Unbelievable talent. There are kids who are amazing at maths. Like I teach a boy who's in year 11 who's amazing at mathematics. If I had got him younger, I could have said, what about a career in computer science? But I didn't get him younger, and now he's actually got a scholarship to Eton because he wants to become a doctor. But how great would it have been if I'd got him a bit earlier? He still went to Eton, and I said, well, what about computer science? But he didn't know. I think it's really important that we make it clear that this is an industry in which we could have expertise in.
And bringing it back to women, finally, what advice or what reason would you say for women to get into technology?
It's okay to be clever. It's okay to be able to code and do all these amazing things with mathematics and using your creative skills. Men aren't as creative.
Definitely true.
So you can take these amazing mathematical skills and create something fantastic with your creative skills that men just can't do. Yeah. So you could have a fantastic career in IT.
I think we bring something different to the table. Maybe it's creativity, maybe it's common sense. I'm not saying anything, but there's not that many men around, so it's fine.
Sense or something.
Fashion sense, exactly. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck with the project.
Thank you very much.
So my name's Amy Marie Forstrom, and I've been speaking about internet trolls.
AKA the douchebags of the internet world.
Yes, that's correct.
Please tell us a couple of the characteristics of said troll.
Well, let's say they like to engage in conversations a little bit longer than the average person. They generally say things that when you read them go, that makes absolutely no sense. And they, as you said, are douchebags.
I think that's the best way to kind of round them up. They're just plain douchebags. Obviously, as a woman in tech, how have you found it in a kind of male-dominated arena?
It's similar, as it is for women in IT, as it is for male hairdressers, as it is for lots of industries like that when you're a minority. But hopefully we're becoming less of a minority, and also we're getting a lot of support. So when I was a young girl, there wasn't things like Geek Girl dinners around. So it's really nice to know that you're not alone. There's other women out there, and they experience the same things you do.
Exactly.
And also what I love about Geek Girl dinners is that it encourages the tech. And for me, I like to say I'm an Uber geek, and I think people know me as an Uber geek, and that's a title I'm quite proud of.
Yeah, you should be proud of that. Well, thank you very much for your time, Amy, and thank you very much for all your wise wisdom to try and avoid or at least ignore the internet trolls.